Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Saurabh. I am demoing some features for campaign majorly, which we covered in this sprint. So let's start with the first one, that is create a key email campaign option. Prior to that, we only had SMS type of emails, but now we integrated as email as well. So let's say when the user selected email, you can just provide the test campaign 1 to 3. Message will be this is this message. You can give the email subject. So pre-headers as well. There is a template styling. Right now it is default. We are following just one template, but we kept this field because in future there will be multiple. I do not have any user list as of now. We can assign labels, but yeah, that is a separate ticket, so I'll explain it separately. So let's go with that and create a campaign. So campaign has been created successfully. Let's go to the campaign screen. Okay, so this is the campaign created, and this is of type email. Now we have a background worker which execute this campaign, send SMS or emails to the users who are assigned to this campaign, but that is more through a background job. Maybe I can let you know the how this looks. So here at the here is the subject, because right now for the last campaign which I created, there is no email as it will be executed through a background job. But this is the demo template which you'll be receiving a customized message, a pre-header like let's get started reading from the Nkeshi team. And yeah, one change I implemented today, maybe I can demo it right away. Like for on staging, all the fields are visible, whether it is SMS or email. But I also did one change, that if it is an email, then only email fields will be visible. If it is an SMS, then only SMS fields will be visible. So that change has been done. It will be deployed soon on staging. The next ticket is which I worked upon is adding labels while creating a campaign. So again, coming back to a campaign, maybe I can edit the existing one. So here is the field, because right now we have the user ID list, but that needs to be added one by one. So to remove that dependency, we started assigning labels to the user, and there was one more place from which we can assign the labels and directly create the campaigns. So here, let's say if I filter by security guard, because I just need to publish these campaigns or send these campaigns only to the security guards. Now, if I want, I can assign a label to them. Let's say any anything, and I create a campaign by using that too. So instead of additionally going there and adding one by one users, we can directly have this campaign ready, and here you have the user list already. So these are the security guard users whose list otherwise we need to get from the database, add it here one by one, but now this process is more automated. The next thing is develop a merge script logic. Maybe I can just open the ticket. So in the last sprint, what we did is we added a rake task. It was just a script to merge one user to two, because we had few duplicate users in the database. But now we took a step ahead, and we have the Excel sheet upload, and that Excel sheet upload will have two user columns, user one and user two. I mean the actual user and the duplicate user, and that bulk update will happen instead of running script for one by one. So this is also in place. Okay, I that's the updates from my end for this sprint. Over to you, Tolu.
Thanks, sir. Hi, everyone. This is part of our sprint update for this sprint. Yeah. So I worked on filtering for campaigns. So we want to be able to filter users in order for us to be able to create a campaign. So I work on actually the functionality of filtering all users, so that we'll be able to filter users that are logged in at a particular time. So we can filter the users with that are logged in after a particular date. So let's say we want to get all users that are logged in from Tuesday, that means yesterday. So we could just do this, and only these two users are logged in. Yeah, we can also so we can also log in before. That means we want to get all users that are logged in before a particular date. Let's say all users that are logged in before Tuesday. Yeah, we have a list of users that are logged in before Tuesday. Also, we can get users that are logged in on a particular date. So we have users that are logged in yesterday, which is this person. Yeah. Also, I worked on so whenever a user wants to subscribe to a discussion board, we want to check if there is they have an email. We want to check if they have an email in their profile. So if they have an email, we want to be sending updates of activities in that subscribed discussion. So in order for us to do that, we have to put a check just to be sure that they are logged in. So if a user, this particular user that I logged in now, doesn't have an email, right? So this is the modal that pops up. So we want to be able to get their email so that we can be sending. So this is the modal that pops up, and there's a prompt for them to, before they agree to follow, there's a prompt for them to share their email in case they are interested in receiving updates. So if that is being clicked on, we ask them to supply their email. So we have, okay, if an invalid email is being supplied, we have invalid email. If a valid email is being supplied, an email box is being popped up in order for us to, with their name being populated and their email that they've just supplied also be populated. Yeah, so that's about that. Yeah, so if after sharing their email, they might choose to continue to follow that board, so they'll be able to, they followed that discussion board, and they can always unfollow whenever they like. So yeah, but if a user has an email, we want to check if, so let's say this particular user has an email, so they can always log in whenever, they can always follow and unfollow whenever they like. Yeah, so the other task I worked on is that whenever a user is sending a message, to an inbound message in the app, we want to assign someone in the community. That means the CSM in the community to, we want to assign a task to that particular message. So let's say I sent a message. Yeah, a user sent a message. There is someone that has been assigned in the application to reply to that message, and the person for inquiry is Mutale. Yeah, so basically that's what I worked on. So the moment I sent a message, Mutale would be notified, and she'll be able to reply to the message that has been sent. Yeah, so that's it from me.
Hello, this is Nicholas, and this is the engineering sprint update. So overall, a fairly decent sprint. Um, So summary milestone is, as you can see, our burn down chart looks very strange. It's because we had a lot of, we took a lot of story in and out of the sprint. Mainly, we had Zone Hub stories coming in, which basically added a huge inflow of stories. And that's why the burn down charts look a little strange. But overall, a fairly decent sprint. We actually worked on 26 issues, and we had 20 merge requests. And part of the issues were actually very fairly big, and substantial, very more than usual. We had a lot of issues that took about 3 days to build. And so, yeah, it worked out pretty well. On the repository side, in terms of code coverage, our Rails code coverage dipped a little bit by about 0.5%, but React code coverage really increased quite a bit from basically 30% to about over 31.7%. So overall, a fairly decent sprint. We had a few scare, but a lot of it was a pretty stressful sprint though. We had as I said, we had Zone Hub coming in and a few stragglers. Anyway, that's my sprint review.
Okay. Hi, WGTP community. This is Olivier, and I'm going to share with you a few other things that we've been working on. So I'll start with task dashboard. So we created a task dashboard to help CSMs to easily see the overall tasks, like how the people who are assigned to tasks, or how many are due in 10 days or 30 days, or how many are already overdue, or how many are supposed to be calls. So when you click on a task, for example, the card that says task due in 10 days and shows you all the tasks that are due in 10 days. Then when you click on the total calls open, it shows you the ones that are currently open. Then one more thing that we added is that you are able to filter by assignee. So when you click on the tasks that are open, then you can also choose to check how many tasks are open and assigned to, let's say, Sorab. So then I can see that there's 2 tasks that are open that are assigned to Sorab, or you can also check that are assigned to both Sorab and Penny. Then there's this one assigned to Penny, then Sorab, then Penny and Sorab for both. So yeah, that's for the task dashboard. Then we also have permits and requests. So this is now in its separate page. So the links are now separately, they used to be on the homepage, but now it's like on a separate page to make it easier. This was done by Dennis. So yeah, then the one last thing is the more country codes. So initially we had few country codes, and people from other countries couldn't manage to log in. So now we have added ability to search for any country code. So let's say I want to look for say Slovakia. So you'd find it there, then the country code would be automatically populated, or any other country that you look for, it's all in there. Yeah, this was also done by Dennis. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy the sprint update, and I hope you watch the next one. Yeah, thanks for watching.
Hi, everyone. This is Minza, and giving a product management update on what we are looking forward to in the next sprint. We have a few key themes around business directory updates, task management, campaign management, and then community engagement, client relationship management, and the Zone Hub theme. A few stories, key stories that I want to call out that are going to be coming up, that are new, are really kind of new capabilities for us. Diving deeper into looking at how we do it is first around support emails registered in the WGTP app. So currently our support emails go to the support, come to a support Gmail address that we have registered, and they're going outside of the system. and CSMs have to follow up separately on those. So we really want to integrate that inbox right into the application, so it provides a consolidated view of all the touch points that support have. Second key story to call out is around Facebook style newsfeed. So this is really to give users new content every time they log into the application. And we are going to start the story by just featuring the latest post or article that has been published on the application on the main page when users log in. The third story to call out is around subscription payment setup. We are Inquashi is planning to launch a new product, and they have asked us to look into potentially how payments can be done through the application for that new product, and we are exploring that on our side. And then lastly, we have some Zone Hub stories or SEZ Hub stories that are coming in. And as Nicholas mentioned, we are starting to prioritize between two different communities at this point. So a key story for this is, how do we actually have a new community in the community table that we can add and allow logins across two different communities. That's it for product management. And